Today, we're going to chat about something that highly impacts the commercial success of every hotel. This is the customer experience while booking a hotel. At the end of the day, we're all travelers, right? So let's talk about what makes or breaks that booking experience and why it's so crucial for hotels to get it right. We've already touched on how hotel teams need to work together to get the commercial side of things right. But today, we're flipping the lens. Let's look at it from the traveler's perspective. What does a booker want? And how does that impact the entire hotel experience from discovery to booking to check in? Let's dive right in. First things first, put yourself in the traveler's shoes. Imagine you're planning your next trip. What do you look for when booking a hotel? Well, you probably want something that's easy to find. You don't want to spend hours searching for that perfect hotel. And once you've found it, you want the booking process to be quick and simple, no jumping through hoops. And here's a big one: you want the rates to be consistent, at least somewhat consistent, across different platforms. If you see one price on a random website and a totally different price on the hotel's own website, it doesn't exactly build trust, does it? Ideally, you want to see the same great value everywhere, or even better, you want the hotel's brand website to offer a little extra value, maybe a perk or a better deal. That would totally push you to book directly with the website. If there is inconsistency, though, it's easy to get confused and you might end up booking on a big OTA or somewhere else just because it feels a bit safer or more reliable. And that's something hotels always need to fix. Now, let's talk about content. Think about it. How many times have you looked at a hotel's photos and thought, are these even recent? Or is this what the place really looks like today? Good high quality photos and detailed descriptions are so important. As a traveler, you want to know exactly what you're booking. You don't want to play a guessing game and hope that the hotel looks as good as it does in those pictures from 10 years ago. Plus, you want clear details like how far the hotel is from the business district or the closest beach which has parking. And let's not forget about rates. You want to understand the difference between flexible and non flexible rates easily, and you definitely don't want to be overwhelmed by too many confusing options. Oh, and speaking of rates, it's always a bit frustrating when a loyalty rate that's supposed to be exclusive to you is somehow available on another site for cheaper. That definitely affects trust. Okay, here's a big one as well: the product itself. You've booked the hotel, you've arrived, and then it's totally different from what you expected. Maybe the room doesn't look anything like the photos, or the ocean view is more like a garden view. How disappointing is that? As a traveler, you want the hotel to deliver on the promises it made when you booked. If the profile said that there is a stunning rooftop pool, you expect to be lounging by that pool, not really asking, wait, where's that pool? Consistency between the booking experience and the actual stay means everything. Now, here's a question: how important is personalization for you? These days, we expect a certain level of recognition, especially if you're loyal to a brand or have a loyalty membership. If you're a frequent traveler, wouldn't it be nice if the hotel already knew your preferences? Maybe you like a room on a higher floor or always ask for extra pillows. And what about loyalty perks like early check in or a welcome drink? Personalization can really elevate the whole booking and stay experience. It just makes you feel valued, and that's huge when it comes to guest satisfaction and feedback. So, hotels need to think about how they can incorporate that personal touch even before the guest walks through the door. All right, let's talk about something that's a little bit behind the scenes, but still really important: the distribution channels themselves. Hotels work with a bunch of different channels: OTAs, wholesalers, travel agents, their own brand website, and each of these channels brings in different types of guests. But here's where it gets tricky. The more channels a hotel has, the harder it can be to standardize the experience for customers across all of them. For example, if someone books through a channel that caters more to budget travelers, but the hotel is actually more of a luxury business hotel, there's a mismatch. The guests might have different expectations, and when those expectations aren't met, complaints start rolling in. So it's really important for hotels to make sure their offerings are consistent across all channels and that the right type of guest is being brought in through the right channels. It's all about managing expectations to avoid disappointment. So, to sum it up, The customer experience and the booker experience plays a huge role in the entire booking process, from finding the hotel easily to trusting the rates to making sure everything matches up with what was promised. It's all interconnected. And when hotels get that right, it's a win win. Guests are super happy and hotels drive more revenue. But it's not just about the front end experience, it's about aligning the commercial framework behind the scenes too. Hotels need to make sure all their teams, distribution, revenue management, marketing, and operations, are working together to create a seamless, satisfying experience for the guest. Because when that happens, everyone wins. All right, that's it from me for today. Thanks for watching, and I hope you walk away with a better understanding of how crucial that booker experience is in the booking process.